The attic mirror. On the outskirts of Devonshire, nestled between frost-covered hills and old stone walls, stands the Holloway Estate, once grand manor left to decay in silence. Its slate roof now sags, ivy coils along the shutters, and the iron gate groans with rust. But it's not the creaking floorboards or drafts that cause visitors to leave with uneasy glances. It's the attic, and more precisely, the mirror that rests within it. The mirror arrived at Holloway in the autumn of 1874, a gift from an unknown benefactor. It stood nearly 7 feet tall, encased in a silvered wooden frame, carved with unfamiliar runes. Lady Margaret Holloway, the last known matron of the family, placed it in the attic for safety. It watches, she once said to a servant, even when I turn away. The forgotten room, the attic, was sealed in 1891, following a string of strange occurrences. Servants complained of sudden vertigo, whispering voices, and the sound of footsteps pacing when no one else was present. One maid, 17-year-old Eliza Tom, went missing for 3 days. When found, she was curled in the attic's far corner, unresponsive, murmuring about the woman in the silver glass. Lady Margaret died soon after, her diary entries descending into erratic scrawl. It mimics, but imperfectly, belongs. There are things inside it now that don't belong to us. The house passed through generations, eventually falling into disrepair, and inherited by distant relatives who had little interest in preservation. In the mid-1990s, the estate was purchased by a university collective with plans to restore it for historical tours. They never opened the attic. Dr. Tessa Grange, a young anthropologist specializing in haunted objects and liminal folklore, became fascinated with Holloway Estate. Drawn by the legend of the mirror, she convinced the university to grant her private access for archival purposes. She arrived one October morning, carrying nothing but a notebook, thermal reader, and a compact digital camera. The attic had not been entered in over 50 years. The door groaned on its hinges as she pushed it open. Dust danced in the cold air. There, in the far corner, under a tattered drop cloth, stood the mirror. Even under the fabric, it seemed to pulse with presence. Tessa removed the covering. The mirror was pristine. No dust, no tarnish. Pitch, its surface shimmered faintly despite the dim light. As she approached, she noticed something strange. Her reflection lagged behind her movements by a fraction of a second. At first, she assumed it was a trick of the light, but the delay became more obvious. Each time she moved, she waved. Boom. The image waved back after. A pause. Into the glass. Tessa began daily visits to the attic, recording her sessions. She spoke aloud to the mirror. At first, nothing happened. But on the 4th day, the reflection did something she hadn't. She reached to tuck her hair behind her earbud. The reflection smiled, terrified, yet compelled. She stepped. Her notebook, filled with observations. It's aware, not merely reflecting. It watches. It adapts. She noticed shapes moving in the background of the reflection-darkened silhouettes. But didn't he correspond to any object in the attic? The mirror showed not just the room, but another place. Once, as she reviewed her camera footage, she saw something impossible. In the mirror, Standing beside her reflection was a man with hollow eyes and a twisted grin. B was not in the room. She returned the next night, heart pounding. And this time, he was there again. The disappearance. Tessa sent a series of frantic emails to her supervisor, claiming she'd begun hearing voices in the attic. Whispers in languages she didn't know, sometimes calling her name. She mentioned dreams, where she stood inside the mirror, looking outward. B. The last email read, "It isn't a mirror, it's a door. And something on the other side has seen me." Tessa Grange disappeared on November 3rd. Her camera was found on the attic floor. The battery melted. The footage ended abruptly, showing her staring into the glass. Her reflection lingered a moment longer than her body did and then smiled. She was never seen again. The reflection that remained. The university sealed the attic once more. But rumors spread. Staff claimed to hear footsteps above, always pacing. Others spoke of cold spots, sudden headaches, or a feeling of being watched, especially near the upper floors. One custodian, brave or foolish, broke into the attic months later. He found the mirror standing, as it always had, but this time there were handprints on the inside of the glass, and the reflection. It was not his own. It was a woman. She was screaming. Modern accounts. In 2019, a paranormal podcast gained viral attention after sneaking into a stake and capturing a brief glimpse of the attic mirror. The host claimed that while reviewing the footage, the mirror did not show the group at all. B. Instead, it displayed an empty room with the addition of a tall, featureless figure standing directly in front of the mirror, staring at. Day never returned. One audio clip from that night, still available online, captures a voice whispering, "Closer, closer, let me see." Psst, what is the mirror? Theories abound. Some believe it is a relic tied to a pre-Christian cult known for spirit entrapment. Others insist it is a rift-hand, accidental window to a plane not meant to be accessed. There is a fringe belief that the mirror is not supernatural at all, but sentient, living intelligence, grown aware from endless reflections. Whatever it is watching. The Holloway estate remains closed to this day, and the attic mirror remains in place, veiled in dusty cloth, once again, by. But those who pass by the manor sometimes swear they see a pale face behind the attic window, waiting, not reflecting, just watching. If you ever see a mirror where your reflection doesn't feel quite right, look away, because sometimes what's looking back wants out.